Hey, this is Marie. Welcome back to A Place to Heal. And today things just got a whole lot brighter. I had my landlord put some skylights in, so you guys are going to be enjoying all this sunlight with me. It's almost like I have to wear glasses. All right, so in one of my prior videos, I promised you that I was going to bring you some information that was going to be very helpful to you guys. It's been very helpful to me. And as you can tell, I've got all my notes ready because I don't want to miss a single thing that I got to tell you guys. Because this video and my next video, what I'm going to tell you guys is just one of my favorite things that I have learned in a long time. It has done some wonderful things for the body. So I really wanted to share this with you guys. And what I want to talk to you guys about today, is a supplement. And I am not at all a supplement supporter or pusher. I just normally I don't care for supplements. I think they're worthless, and a lot of them just don't work or don't claim to do what they say that they do. I'm more an herbalist, and I always send people more towards the herbs because I love the herbs. So and I feel that they work a lot faster. So what I want to talk to you today is about a product called TMG, and it's trimethylglycine is how it's pronounced, but for short, and if you're going to look it up on the internet, it's TMG. I'll be putting a whole bunch of links below this video to the best places that I found it, the best qualities that I found, and all that stuff. So there's going to be a lot of links under this video. TMG is different than most supplements because it's something that I had never even heard about till now. And actually, after I heard about it and started taking it, I was like, why have I not heard about this before? Why is this being kept such a secret? Why do more people not know about this? Why isn't everyone on it? So it comes in pill form, and it also comes in powder form. And I do want to forewarn you guys that the pills they're pretty big. I mean, they're horse pills. So if you have problems swallowing pills or taking pills, you definitely want to go with the powder. And the powder, actually, it doesn't taste too bad. It's actually got kind of a sweet taste to it. So you can probably put it into juices or in smoothies, and you could do it that way. So basically, TMG supports healthy hormone levels. And TMG supports the body's natural process of methylation. Methylation is what occurs when your body takes a substance and it converts it into another substance. So it is detoxified, and it can excrete it out of the body. So if you're having problems with methylation, you can imagine that transverse is not happening. That translation where it goes from one to the other so that it could be detoxified and taken out of the body, it's just not happening. So what ends up happening is you end up with all this toxic waste built up in your system, in your blood, in your lymphatic system, in your cells. And the next thing you know, you end up with some autoimmune disease, that the doctors tell you that you have, that your own body is attacking itself. Well, yeah, of course it's attacking itself because you've got all this extra lymphatic waste and cellular waste and everything else that because your methylation isn't working the way that it's supposed to. And believe it or not, methylation happens 1 billion times per second. So if it's not working correctly, and it's happening 1 billion, not one time per second, 1 billion times per second, that's a lot that it's getting interrupted, and it's not being able to do its job. And most of it is done in the liver. So if you have liver problems, which 90% of Americans do, and if you don't believe that, go to any store, drive down any street, whatever, and see the anger that a lot of these people have. I mean, I'll go to a store and somebody will be like, you know, and I was like, whoa, liver flush, you know, because it's like, you know, anger comes out of the liver, and anyone who's ever detoxified their liver or done liver flushes or done coffee enemas to detoxify their liver, you know this, because you get all those anger feelings that get, you know, it's almost like you're stirring the pot, you know, and you get all those anger feelings that come up. So faulty methylation can lead to heart disease more than high cholesterol. A lot of doctors believe that it's just high cholesterol, but actually methylation is actually a higher cause of heart disease than high blood pressure is or high cholesterol. It can also lead to strokes, Alzheimer's, colon cancer, faulty detoxification like we just talked about, impaired DNA repair, tubular pregnancies, and cervical dysplasia. So it's, you know, I mean, it's very important that your methylation is working properly, that when you take in those foods, whatever that you're taking in, it can be transformed, and then those toxins can be taken out. TMG is a substance that's normally very low in everyone. It's very plentiful in a healthy bodies, but I mean, let's get serious here. How many real healthy people do you know? It's not too many. Also, toxic metals interfere with the production of TMG in the body, along with stress, infection, inflammation, disease. It all uses it up. And I mean, who doesn't have a lot of stress in their life? Mercury, which is one of the toxic metals in the body. Mercury is huge at stopping TMG production. And I know there's a bunch of you out there going, well, Marie, I don't have to worry about that because I don't have any problems with toxic mercury. Think again. Everyone has problems with mercury or toxic metals. It just depends how much. I mean, do you have 10% toxicity, 20%, 30%, 80%, or 100% toxicity? And for any of you out there that perform enemas, I know there's a lot of times that you're going to perform an enema and the next thing you know, your whole bathroom just smells of nickel or smells of copper or smells, there's a weird acid smell and you're going, what the heck is that? That's the metals being pulled out of your colon. And, you know, one of the things that I highly suggest for that is the algae, spirulina, chlorella. You know, if you're just starting out, I would take it very slowly because you know, I'm up to taking, I think, 6 spirulina pills a day and 3 chlorellas. But I had to start very small or you can end up with toxic headaches and everything else as it's pulling this stuff out of your body. Mercury is present in everyone, as I said, and you cannot avoid it, okay? If you have ever eaten fish, shellfish, seafood, even if you're eating it now, tuna, one of the worst things that you can put in your body for mercury. You definitely have mercury. And let me tell you, when I was bodybuilding, we literally lived on tuna. It was like one of the things that they would push and push and push. So I know that my body is full of mercury. Again, there's a lot of people that tell me I don't have problems with mercury. It's not an issue with me. If you've ever had vaccines, mercury. Soaps, mercury. Contact lens solution. Bleached flour. I mean, everything is made with bleached flour. Donuts. If you've had anything processed, cakes, cookies, you've had bleached flour. You've introduced mercury into your body. Ajax cleanser, Lysol, Comet, Dove and Ivory soap. You know all those beautiful commercials about Ivory and Dove and how wonderful they are for your skin. Full of mercury. Paint, exhaust fumes. How many times a week do you sit behind that bus or behind that diesel truck that's pumping out those exhaust fumes? Fabric softeners, tap water. So basically, it's not do I have a toxic metals in my body. It's how much you have. I even had a doctor tell me, he goes, I laugh when people come to me and ask me, hey, can you test me for mercury? He's like, you know they're going to come out positive. It's just how much. It's how much of a level do you have. If you want to know more about mercury, you can go to www.mercuryexposure.com, and I'll be putting that link at the bottom here also if you want to know the symptoms and stuff like that. If you're prone to dizziness, anxiety, eye floaters, the chances are that you have a lot of mercury in your body, and you definitely need TMG. Foods that are high in TMG are broccoli and beets. But, you know, how many people eat a high enough amount of those foods in order to get the TMG they need? Even when you juice, broccoli and beets are not something that you juice every day. And, you know, I mean, that's why beets are so great for the liver. TMG is basically, it's excreted. It's almost the same excretion as what they get from beets. So, I mean, it's very helpful to your liver, and that's definitely what you want. TMG is also an anti-inflammatory. It's also an energy booster. I cannot stress that enough. Man, I wake up in the morning, I make myself a smoothie, I put in my powdered TMG, and I'm ready to clean 10 houses on the block. I cannot believe the amount of energy that TMG gives you. So you know, I definitely would not suggest taking it like before bed or late in the evening. You definitely want to take it in the morning, and I take it in smoothies. It's also a mood enhancer. One of the first things that I started noticing after I started taking TMG was that I would get in my car, and the next thing I know, I had the windows rolled down and I had the music cranked up, and I was like, you know, just singing along, and I was like, God, I'm happy today. And then I started realizing, wow, you know, this started happening when I started taking the TMG. And you know, you start, it's a really nice mood enhancer for all those people that suffer from depression, because depression is a sign that you're low on TMG. Another thing is that it's also an appetite suppressant. If you're trying to lose weight, this is the best weight loss pill on the market. I cannot believe my consumption of food went from, well, hardly nothing to nothing. I mean, it was like, you know, I already ate very little as it was, but I mean, it literally has gone down to all I want to do is maybe drink some juices and stuff, and that's about it. It really does curb the appetite. And you're doing something healthy for your liver at the same time, and it's healthy for you. It's not like all those horrible pills that are screwing up your liver and everything else. I mean, this is actually good for you. It does not interfere with any meds or any other nutritional programs, and it's not toxic, so you can take it indefinitely, and it's not going to affect you. And one other great thing I found about it was that the price is very reasonable. I mean, it's like $7-8. It's very very reasonable for a month's supply. And you know, normally I try this stuff, and I will try it for a month, and you know, I'll do a pros and cons list, and yeah, I'm pretty anal about supplements and herbs and all that stuff. I hate recommending stuff to people that does not work or takes forever to work, or I don't feel that it does anything, because I spent so much of my money in the beginning on herbs and vitamins and minerals and junk that do not work. So I don't want to waste anybody's time or money or energy on taking stuff that just doesn't do anything for you. So this I've been taking it for a month now, and I love it. I love the results. I also have a Facebook group. I introduced it into the Facebook group. The ladies and the gentlemen in there started taking it. I've had great feedback on it. Everybody's loving it, and they're very impressed with it. So after all is said and done, then I bring it to YouTube and I tell you guys about it. So what does it help? After all the things I've told you, some other things that it works for is, of course, liver detoxification. It helps your liver to do its job. It helps with liver rejuvenation. It helps with fatty liver. Hepatitis, if you have hepatitis, there's been a lot of documentation where they've done blood work before and blood work after, and the numbers have gotten so much better after having taken these pills for 6 months consecutively. It's helped depression. It also helps produce acid in your stomach. And, you definitely need more acid in your stomach so you don't have all that acid indigestion and all that stuff. It's also an antioxidant, and it's also an anti-inflammatory. And it reduces your chances of diabetes because it helps with insulin activity. It's also great for the parasympathetic effect because it helps restore the autonomic nervous system. And for those out there who meditate, you know that you want that the autonomic nervous system to kick in while you're meditating. And a lot of people, that's very hard. I actually do meditation classes, and it's one of the hardest things is to teach someone to go into to the point where their autonomic nervous system is relaxed enough where I start seeing them yawn, and I'm like, okay, there it is, it's kicking in. So that doesn't happen a lot these days because we are so stressed out. And as I've said in one of my former videos, it's not just the stress that you see. It's not just the stress from family members and children and bosses, and it's the stress of getting ready in the morning to get to work, and I got to get my hair done on time, I got to get my makeup on and done, and what am I going to wear today? God, is my car going to start? Oh man, the windshield's dirty. You're heading down the road. Oh, that car just jumped out in front of me. I'm going to be late. Oh, there's a lot of traffic on the freeway. You turn on the radio and there's been a train derailment somewhere or a plane that crashed. I mean, all that is stress that we don't even take into consideration, that years and years and years ago, in our little caveman infancy, we never had to deal with any of that. We didn't have the radios and the traffic and the on and on and on. So the most important thing that you can do for your body is diet. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, it's the first thing that I tell any client that comes to me. Change your diet. Obviously, I've repeated this video after video after video. Any kind of animal protein is toxic to the kidneys. It's toxic to the adrenals. You want to get off of it. You don't want on that. Dairy is horrible, horrible, horrible. It causes mucus and blah, blah. And now, obviously, you've learned here that if you're even still consuming fish, you are filling up your body full of mercury every time you consume it. So the first thing that needs to be implemented is diet. You need to change your diet if you're going to change your health. You cannot change your health. You will never be 100% healthy if you continue on a toxic diet, which people are now calling foods that kill. And actually, that's a wonderful documentary. If you just go here on YouTube and Google foods that kill, and it's a full documentary by a doctor telling you what all those foods are and what they can do to your body. So, but the second most important thing that you can do for yourself and for anyone you love is to clean up, assist, help your liver. Death always starts from the liver and the colon. If your liver's too toxic, it can't clean the stuff out. Your colon's too toxic, it can't move the stuff out. And it's going to be one disease after another. I mean, you're going to be going to the doctor and going to the doctor. And unfortunately, it's very sad, but very true. When you go to the doctor, the chances of them finding anything wrong with your liver until you end up getting liver cancer is very rare. I know lots of people that have told me, well, I have this problem, this problem, this problem. My doctors can't find anything wrong. Oh, it's your liver. Oh, no, they say my liver's fine. I go, trust me, it's your liver. And then they'll do a liver flush, and they're like, wow, where the heck did all those stones and parasites come from? My doctor told me my liver was fine. What happened? So, yeah, there's adrenals. Doctors have a really hard time testing, and liver, they have a hard time testing, unless it's something that can be very visual, like, fatty liver or cirrhosis or hepatitis. But there's a lot of liver issues. Okay, so that's as far as I'm going to go today with that. I hope I have convinced you into trying TMG. If you do go out and you try it, I would love to hear what you have to say about it. Like I said, I've gotten great reviews in my group on Facebook. I would love to hear from everyone on YouTube how they liked it, what it did for them. So you're free to comment, you're free to subscribe, you're free to like, email, or join me in the Facebook group. I'll be adding the link below. I am always available. Till I see you next time. Stay happy, stay healthy. And next time I'm going to be bringing you 2 great videos. One is going to be on how to actually purge your lymphatic system and get all that junk, all that toxin that's in your lymphatic system out of your lymphatic system in one day. And my second video is a request video on how to make salads in a jar, because it's one of my favorite things to do. I will stock up 2 and 3 salads in the refrigerator. I take them with me to, wherever I'm going to go, if I have to work, whatever. I will take them with me, and they're good for up to 4 or 5 days in the refrigerator. They cannot be beat. And now that I've got my wonderful lights in, I can actually do better kitchen videos. So till next time, once again, please stay happy, stay healthy, and try the TMG. I promise you, you won't be sorry. Bye-bye.